Live with clickorlando.com and streaming on News 6 Plus. This is News 6 at 7, getting results.
Now at 7, a deadly gator attack in South Florida. What we've learned about the 85-year-old woman who was killed and how this happened. Also,
I can't bring myself to go down to the medical examiner's office because then it will be real.
Her 28-year-old daughter was killed riding her scooter near UCF by a hit-and-run driver. The new clue detectives hope can bring that driver to justice. Good evening. This is News 6 at 7, getting results. I'm Lisa Bell.
I'm Ginger Gadsden. Thank you for joining us. Also, an unbelievable sight on I-4. A woman spotted in traffic in a motorized wheelchair.
And they're like, look, and I'm looking at the, I'm like, are you kidding me?
They weren't kidding. Later, what police are saying about that unusual trip on the interstate and what we know about the woman in the wheelchair.
But our top story right now, law enforcement in Volusia County on alert following anti-Semitic demonstrations this weekend. Someone projected hate messages onto the Daytona International Speedway, while others held offensive signs outside. Others left anti-Semitic flyers outside homes. News 6 investigator Mike DeForest is in Daytona Beach, where deputies are asking for help identifying members of the hate group behind it.
Developing tonight at 7, a deadly gator attack in South Florida has taken the life of an 85-year-old woman. It happened in a 55 and up community called Spanish Lake Fairways near Fort Pierce, that's south of Palm Bay and north of Port St. Lucie. According to the CBS station in West Palm Beach, witnesses told investigators the woman was walking her dog near a pond when the gator attacked. Florida Fish and Wildlife agents say her body was recovered. And as you can see, trappers have captured and killed the 11-foot alligator. We'll have new details as they come in on clickorlando.com and an update tonight on News 6 at 11. Tonight, the mom of a 28-year-old woman killed in a hit-and-run near UCF is speaking out. Her daughter was riding her scooter when she was hit early Saturday on Bonneville Drive near Colonial Drive. News 6's Brian Didlake has the mom's plea for answers and new details on the truck deputies are searching for. New details tonight about a deadly crash that killed an Orange County middle school student and how local leaders are warning parents about what happened. Ocoee police said the student was hit and killed last Thursday while riding a bike at the intersection of Clark Road and White Road. It's about 2 miles from Ocoee Middle School, which had just let out for the day. People who live nearby call the intersection dangerous.
I think the presence of a crossing guard would actually bring some awareness to some of the people that are driving there. There's still cars that just zoom without really looking too much.
Ocoee police say they are still investigating the crash. Orange County Public Schools has sent out a message to parents asking them to go over the rules of the road with their students.
Please take this opportunity to speak with your child about the importance of pedestrian and bicycle safety whenever they are out in the community.
The school district says law enforcement are responsible, I should say, for crossing guards. We have asked Ocoee police how many crossing guards they have in that area, but they have not responded. Orange County Public Schools going green tonight.
The district is the first in the state to put a fleet of electric buses to the test. The county has purchased 6 electric buses thanks to a grant funding. These buses cost about 3 times more than a diesel bus, but will have lower maintenance costs and no oil changes. Right now, leaders are seeing how well they work to decide if it makes sense to add more electric buses to the fleet.
We want to make sure that these buses will meet our operational needs. These buses will have a range of anywhere from 100 miles to 200 miles.
The speed is the same. You really can't tell any different besides the silence and the smoothness and quietness.
The district will evaluate the electric buses at the end of the year. Meanwhile, a search continues for bus drivers. We posted details on the district's job postings inside this story on clickorlando.com.
We have new information tonight on rental car problems over the weekend at Orlando International Airport. Travelers described the situation as stressful, as some people waited hours in line only to find out no cars were available. News 6's Catherine Silver went back to OIA for an update and tells us what airport leaders say is needed to get results. He made history decades ago helping integrate Osceola County schools.
He went on to become the first black student to graduate from Osceola High. Now the school district has unveiled a permanent tribute. Hear from one of the students who helped make it happen when News 6 at 7 continues.
Take a look over my shoulder tonight. It's clear as can be in downtown Orlando. The heat is really building. I'll be back to show you when we get records.
Plus, Brightline is one more big step closer to linking Orlando and Miami with speedy train service. The new addition to the fleet and new clues about when you may be able to hop on board.
But first, cell phone video destined to go viral. A woman spotted driving down I-4 in a motorized wheelchair. Up next, what we've learned from police about how she is doing tonight. As we look live at downtown Orlando, we're getting results in Windermere, Vieira, and all of Central Florida here on News 6 at 7 and our free News 6 app.
Brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places.
YouTube uproar. But did some videos go too far? Next, Inside Edition.
Tonight at 7:30 on News 6.
From our veterans and first responders to parents and students, a mental well-being crisis is impacting Floridians. That's why News 6 is spending Friday, February 24th, asking, how are we doing? We'll look at PTSD, suicide, and the growing strain on educators and our children. We'll have coverage in every newscast, and we'll answer your questions all day in a special mental well-being phone bank. How are we doing? A day devoted to mental well-being on News 6, clickorlando.com, and News 6 Plus.
Sponsored by Camaraderie Foundation.
Want News 6 straight to your inbox? Sign up for your favorite newsletter at clickorlando.com/newsletter. Sign up for In the Loop, Theme Park Scoops, Setting the Stage, and Florida Foodie, just to name a few. Sponsored by Freedom Health.
Live with Ginger Gadsden, Lisa Bell, weather with Chief Meteorologist Tom Sorrells, and special reports from the investigators. This is News 6 at 7, getting results.
Now at 7, questions tonight following a dangerous scene along I-4. Police say a woman on a motorized scooter was spotted going down one portion of busy I-4. Thankfully, she was not hurt, but the situation could have been much worse.
News 6's Jerry Askin is in downtown Orlando near I-4 where that woman was stopped. He spoke with a woman who caught the video. A special ceremony today honoring a man who broke barriers in Central Florida.
He was the first African-American student to graduate from Osceola High School. Today, former students in the class of 1966 joined current students and community members to recognize Charles Martin with a plaque dedication on campus. The district says Martin was among the first students who voluntarily integrated with Osceola schools and the only student in the class of 66 to graduate from Osceola High School. He spoke to current students who helped make today happen.
I immediately said I wanted to be in charge of it because it felt so empowering to be able to speak for somebody who did such an amazing thing.
Now to hear from Martin's former classmates and find more stories on local events and others who paved the way, just head to clickorlando.com/Black History Month. Central Florida's new high-speed rail is speeding toward completion.
Brightline plans to connect Orlando to Miami. The Bright Orange 2 train arrived to Orlando this weekend after a 10-day journey from California. It is the final train needed for the Orlando Extension Project, which the company says is about 90% complete. Brightline says it hopes to be done by the second quarter of the year.
A critical piece of hardware that will take the next crew of astronauts to the space station has arrived in Central Florida ahead of this weekend's launch. SpaceX shared these pictures of its Crew Dragon capsule arriving at the Cape. It is set to launch atop a Falcon 9 rocket early Sunday morning with the 4 members of Crew 6 on board. The astronauts have spent the last 2 weeks in quarantine to make sure they are healthy on launch day. The crew is set to arrive at Kennedy Space Center tomorrow afternoon.
Right now, liftoff is set for 2:07 a.m. on Sunday. If it happens, we'll bring it to you live right here on News 6, clickorlando.com, and the News 6 Plus app.
All right, Chief Meteorologist Tom Sorrells joins us now, and we are talking about some record-breaking territory coming up this week. I saw 91 in the 7-day.
I know, isn't that weird? That's going to be, if that happens, which we think it is on Thursday, that's going to be the warmest February day ever.
Wow.
Weird. It's going to happen like, you know. right after Ash Wednesday, when, you know, you're supposed to be,
I know,
calm, cool, and collected. Okay, live weather radar right now. No rain on radar, nothing to cool us down. So tomorrow, the heat is on again. Soil scale number for your Tuesday, still warm. We're going to give it a 9. I think it's going to be a great day, but we're going to have a daytime high tomorrow of about 86. That's 10 degrees above the norm. So I'd give it a 10, but it's just so weird. Take a look at temperature readings right now across the entire country. 65 in San Francisco, 57 in New York City, 46 in Pittsburgh, 64 Atlanta, 69 in Mobile, 78 in Miami. Big ridge of high pressure is taking over the south. What that's going to do in the next 4 to 5 days is that it slides on over to the east, and more of that southerly flow just continues to load up in central Florida. It buffers us away from all the cold fronts, all the cooler air, just keeps the heat coming. By Wednesday, another record could fall. Our forecast high on Wednesday is 89. Record on the date is 88. If we hit 89, new record. But look at Thursday. That's the weirdest record of all. That forecast high of 91 right there not only sets a new record, it sets the record for the warmest February day ever in Orlando. We'll see if we get there. Right now, it looks like we really will. Currently, downtown Orlando, 76 degrees. Temperature reading in Daytona Beach, 72. Wind from the west-southwest at 11. Temps in your backyard, pretty much 60s or 70s all over. OIA has a reading at news time again of 76. Here's tomorrow.
Your forecast is sponsored by Florida Lottery.
Daytime high tomorrow, 86, so a good 11 to 10 degrees above the norm. Come look at the week ahead. Low tonight, 60, high tomorrow, 86 with that fog. Then on Wednesday, Ash Wednesday, a record high of 89, and then on Thursday, we could hit 91 degrees. I'll have new model runs tonight at 11.
All right, Tom, thank you. Well, thanks to a sporting event, some News 6 newscasts are going virtual this week.
You can still watch on your smart TV or phone when News 6 at 7 continues.
What do you need before you walk out the door in the morning? You need your traffic from Trooper Steve. You got to get your weather with Troy Bridges, and you need to know the latest news breaking in our community. You just got to watch before you go with News 6 Mornings. Get more Lisa Bell on Florida Foodie, Wednesdays at 5:30.
Later this week, CBS Sports will present live coverage of UEFA Champions League soccer. Some of that coverage will preempt our local news programming, specifically our 4 p.m. newscast on Tuesday, February 21st and Wednesday, February 22nd. But don't worry, News 6 Getting Results has you covered with several options to watch Julie, Ginger, Lisa, and Tom at the office or on the go. First, you can always watch News 6 on your phone or tablet. Download the News 6 app in the Apple or Google Play Store to get started. Next, you can watch online on your laptop or desktop at clickorlando.com. Just click on the top banner, Watch News 6 to see our newscasts. And finally, if you want to watch us on the big screen, download our new News 6 Plus app directly onto your smart TV, just like any other streaming app. It's available for all these different platforms: Roku, Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, Google TV, and Android TV. Head on over to any of these app stores and search News 6 Plus or WKMG to get started.
All right, hottest day ever could happen on Thursday. Hottest February day ever is forecast with a high of 91 on Thursday. Here's the extended forecast real quick. There's not a chilly day in them.
All right, thanks for watching News 6 at 7.
See you at 11.
Good night. Bye.